You're looking like a younger, thinner, not that Benito is not very fit and trim. I mean, he is. He's in great shape. I mean, for a government computer programmer, he looks amazing. Okay. He really does. But you're looking a little Benito-esque.
I'm turning into him every single day. Yes, no, I'm just a little hungover and no makeup. So here it is, folks.
Wow. What a transformation.
You know how it is. Yeah. Hi.
Oh my God. Well, you guys, welcome to the podcast. We are live. We know it is 4th of July, past 4th of July weekend. So a lot of people are on vacation, but we thought, fuck it. We're going to give you a live Hey Frase show. We're your hosts. I'm Sarah Fraser, along with Andrea Lopez. She's a little hungover today, guys. So if you have a hangover recommendation, could you put it in the comments? Could you drop it in the comments? What works for you, by the way, when you have a hangover? Is there any, do you have a go-to?
Not necessarily, just drinking Gatorade. And it's not that I have a hangover, I guess. I just feel still drunk. So the hangover hasn't even hit yet.
Because usually you don't get hangovers. Like I get terrible hangovers. Nothing works. No egg sandwiches, no amount of vitamin C, no amount of, like the only thing that works is maybe like prescription drugs, but I can never get a hold of them. Like
if we could get a freaking, what are they called? Klonopin.
Oh, a Klonopin. Yeah, that would be helpful. A lot of people will smoke weed though after. Yeah. I used to hear a lot of people say that. And I'm not a big pot user. I should get into it, but I did grow up in the 80s with that whole don't do drugs, campaign. So I'm still stuck on that, that it's like a drug. So I'm trying to get over that. So, but everyone tells me you need to smoke or ingest weed the next day and that will help your hangover.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny, but I will say, yes, it does help.
You smoked weed on this live podcast, and now you're like pulling back. What's wrong with you?
Wait, did I do that? Wow, that was a good time. That was
you hit a bowl like a month and a half ago when COVID started live on the show. Were you that drunk?
Well, that's actually great because we need to be open to these type of things. We need to expose. It was the beginning of quarantine. I was ready to get high every single day.
I think marijuana is fabulous. I just have to get over in my mind. I'm telling you, Nancy Reagan scared the fuck out of me when I was like in 1988 and I'd be watching TV and then they would come into the kids' bedroom and the kids had like died from smoking marijuana. They'd fallen out of their beds. And I'm like, oh God, that could be me. Anyway, so I just have to get over that. Marijuana is not a drug. It's like healthy anyhow. AJ, we have so much to get to on this show. And now that you're wasted, I'm going to put you on the spot. Have you and Dr. Brian gone out on a date yet? Everybody wants to know. I almost fell out of my chair.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, can you break that down for us?
Okay. Look, I want to hit two commercials. Then I want to talk about Dr. Brian, our latest client, who is so hot. Actually, I'll do his commercial from Pain Arthritis Relief Center. Y'all, I've got a feeling a lot of people are making appointments and I kind of want he and AJ to go out on a date, but she does have a man. Is Schmiggy there right now or Schmiggy watching?
No, he's not. He's back at his apartment.
Okay. So we'll talk about that. Also, RIP Nick Cordero. You guys probably saw this. The Broadway singer passed away from COVID after a 93-day hospital battle. Isn't that the saddest thing?
It's
93 days. Losing a limb, had his leg amputated because of it. If you don't think COVID is serious, this poor man, what he went through with his family. So RIP to him. Also, I'm so over the Free Britney hashtag. Did you see that over the weekend?
I did, but I've been seeing a lot of videos about her and I am concerned.
I'm not concerned. I'm going to argue with you. I'm so fucking over this. It's a bunch of people who don't know. I'll tell you what I'm concerned about is that these people have nothing else to do. The amount of energy to free Britney, we could have already solved Black Lives Matter. I mean, these people it's so dumb. I'm so over it. And by the way, the conservatorship that people want lifted, maybe that conservatorship is saving her life, you morons. I'm so upset about Free Britney. I'm so upset. I want to call Jamie Spears himself and go, dude, no one has any idea what's going on. I feel bad for you that you're constantly under attack. And in fact, maybe you're helping this woman who we truly know nothing about.
Completely dragged. But do you think that she was blackmailed and forced into being a pop star from a young age?
Okay. No. Oh my God. This is like Pizzagate at Comet Pizza in DC. There is no child porn ring in the basement. It's just a bunch of pizza dough.
Pizza dough and some yeast. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm on one today. I am on one, so don't even try me. Let's thank two of our sponsors. Guys, the best way to support the Hey Frase podcast and AJ, myself, everybody that works on this show is to frequent our sponsors. We absolutely love them. We work with people that we not only trust, but we use their products. One of the products that we're now using is Glow White Smiles. Glow White Smiles is the best, most effective way and affordable way to whiten your teeth. Love this guy. glowwhitesmiles.com. You can enter code FRASE, F-R-A-S-E, for 20% off your order. How about whitening your teeth for less than $100? Thank you. I don't need to go to the dentist where you get those $300 trays. They're like, oh, hey, do you want beautiful teeth for $500? Not really. Not really. I'd rather keep them yellow. So glowwhitesmiles.com. You can also follow Glow White Smiles on Instagram and on Facebook. They're amazing. Pain Arthritis Relief Center. You can find them in Rockville, Maryland. Having back pain, need a chiropractor. Maybe you are in a car accident and then you also need some physical therapy. They do it all. They have a 5-star center in Rockville, Maryland, and they're currently taking on new patients. Pain Arthritis Relief also accepts almost all major insurance. You can call them today. If you get a chance, please tell them that you heard about them from the Hey Frase podcast. It is time to take care of yourself. It's all about self-care. They're open through COVID. And of course, they are taking excellent care of their offices to make sure that nobody gets infected. Everything is disinfected like 1,000 times a day. So you're all set. You got to wear a mask when you show up. PainArthritisRelief.com. And then you can see our friend, Dr. Brian, who was on the show on Thursday, who the poor man suffered a ton of sexual harassment by our fans. The comment section. We almost had to turn off the comment section. It was so bad. People were like, I want you to get me on my back. Like, I'm ready to adjust your dick. It's like, you guys, hello. This is a stand-up chiropractor here. Anyway.
We couldn't show any of the questions. Like, everybody's question was X-rated.
By the way, are you, I do think there was some chemistry there between you and Dr. Brian. People wanted to know that. And people actually commented on our IG and on YouTube. They thought there was.
Yeah, I would only say that he took interest in my answers because, he's like, and AJ, where do you experience joint pain? I was like, I don't know. I wasn't ready for this question.
Well, currently now in my head because I'm hungover, but, minus that.
Yeah, my head, and just bad decisions over the weekend.
Doesn't it suck though when you have a boyfriend? This was before Schman and I, because we're in this good place where I really enjoy being married, but it took me 5 years, right? Where I wanted to see a lot of other people. It is such a struggle, isn't it, when you're dating somebody?
It is a struggle because, you think of all the other possibilities, but that's the idea of the relationship is like that person should be enough for you to not even be looking outside. Now, the two of us,
okay, are you kidding?
We like to look around. Yeah. But I don't cheat.
You struggle with monogamy? I hate monogamy. I think monogamy is so overrated until you get married. When you get married, there is something about the commitment of committing to someone. And then it's truly like when you're married, there's something almost like really ride or die. You're like, this person has my back. But before that, don't you think it should be a free for all?
Yeah, you got to decide on those terms early on. Now, we both are in relationship with swans. Like, they're very monogamous people. They don't like to talk to other people, and then they get offended when we ask for an open relationship.
I know. And here's the thing. I'm going to ask Schman for an open relationship when we hit 25. I am. Because I have a theory. I think you should have an open relationship prior to dating. Here, you and Schmigs. I mean, you guys are young. You get hit on you did on this show on Thursday. And then you have to make these difficult choices. You don't want to hurt Schmigs, but at the same time, you're young. It's you don't need that pressure in life.
It is a lot of pressure, yeah, especially when we're in quarantine and everything is we're lacking excitement. So yeah, did I think about it? I considered it very much.
I always say to Dan, wouldn't it be helpful for us to both go out and have sex with other people and realize that the sex is not that great and we're even more committed to each other? I mean, why not do that?
It is true. It always seems like the grass is always greener, but it really isn't, guys. It really isn't.
How do you know this? I feel like you don't know.
This is what I have to tell myself. I have to tell myself the grass is not greener, AJ. It's not greener.
Well, speaking of that, you guys know I'm obsessed with the Jada Pinkett Smith story, right? And August Alsina. I know. And supposedly you saw over the weekend, right? She's going to take this conversation to Red Table Talk. And there was the meme of Jada interviewing Jada. So yes, Max, you're on fire today. This is so damn good. I can't wait for this. So look, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, and I also read over the weekend that August gave a courtesy call to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Everybody knew prior to that interview that he was going to do it. Don't you guys think it's going to look really bad if Will and Jada do an about face and then admit that this happened?
Yeah, like they're going back on their word. Now, what can we believe them to say after this? Like they're going to come out and just completely contradict everything they said?
Well, here, I think they are. Yeah, because I think, she initially they denied it. But what was fascinating, right, is the wording that Will Smith's people used is that the story was wrong. Not that the story was inaccurate or not that the story was false. It was just wrong. So what I'm thinking is Will Smith is probably going to say, look, they did have a relationship. I never gave full consent, but, I knew that it was happening or something. I don't know. I don't know how, because what I do think about Jada Pinkett Smith is I think she has a lot of credibility. I think she's revolutionized talk shows. I love what she's doing with Red Table Talk. I love the 3 generations of Pinkett Smiths with her mom and her daughter. But I think she's had a ton of credibility. And then now I'm really confused as to where this is going to go.
Well, I loved how she said that she's using this drama for views. And people just drag the Kardashians. They're like, yeah, I know a show just like that. It's called The Kardashians. Use this drama, Jada. It's okay.
I can't wait. I'll be glued to that link. I was glued to the Jordan Woods one. I loved
you were. Even so much that you dressed up for it for Halloween. I became it for Halloween. I dressed up for it for Halloween. And I remember, I know exactly where I was. That was a moment where I knew exactly where I was. I was getting my hair done and I was completely in foils. And I was like holding the phone up to get reception so I could watch. It was so good. It was so juicy. So anyway, he says, I believe that August, there's something there. But who knows? Everybody is in the era of denial. I think Trump has given people the carte blanche, if you will, to just deny. And then nobody ever knows. The carte blanche. I think August should come out. He should be a special guest on the show and they should release a sex tape.
Oh, God, that would be so good. Oh, my God. Bring back the celebrity sex tape. You know that I love those. I would do that in a heartbeat. But again, I'm married to a wet blanket. So just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love my
God.
I want to know how your 4th of July was. I was here in Detroit. Every neighborhood had a dueling fireworks show. Completely.
Oh, yeah.
I knew what it was like to be in a war zone. And, all weekend long, people have been firing off fireworks, which is lovely, except for you'll just lay down and then it's like, boom, boom, boom. And you're like, oh, my God. And maybe this is just from my perspective as someone, I don't know, who lives in a very quiet community. But I just felt like left and right. You just get to sleep.
We were on a lake and so the houses compete with each other, but also, you got to spend hundreds of dollars to even get the fireworks that are worth it. Otherwise you're just doing whippet poppets on the floor. You got to spend hundreds of dollars to get the ones that are up in the sky. So it was great, but it didn't last long. The National Monument show lasts for 30 minutes,
15 minutes. Yeah, you're right.
No, when we light it off, it's 5 minutes.
Well, people spent a lot of money here in Detroit, and in our neighborhood, people actually did it right in the middle of the street. So that was lovely. We actually were coming home from a 4th of July party, and then we had to hold while they were shooting off the fireworks. Like, is this supposed to be done in your backyard or near water? What?
Take this on your property. Yeah, you can't block streets. I know Schman was having a heyday.
Schman loved it. So we sat in bed and watched the dueling fireworks shows in the neighborhood. So that was.
What do you mean you sat in bed? You can see the views from the bedroom?
Yeah, we could see all the fireworks shows in the neighborhoods. Yeah.
What do you live in the comfy dome? I don't understand. How can you see anything?
Well, not like a lot, but you could see kind of, some of them shooting off.
Okay.
Does that make any sense? I don't know. The bed's low, the window's high. I don't know.
The bed's low, the window's high. You were tired.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an interesting weekend for us all around. My foot fetish page has been taken down.
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed too. I'm pissed.
I'm pissed
right now. I am pissed. Okay. You want somebody you can suck all over my toes.
You guys, here's the thing. This guy asked Sarah for feet pics. It's like, no, I'm not running my own feet page that you made, sir. And then he took it down because he doesn't have any more photos.
Yeah, exactly. So he kept DMing me and he goes, when are you going to send me pics? When are you going to send me pics? I'm like, excuse me, this is your page. Why don't you get some other celebrities? Get some from AJ. He was hitting up listeners. And then when no one would send him pictures, he pulled the page and decided not to do it. It's like, okay, could you be moody enough? And then I told you, I'm being harassed by some guy on YouTube because I said like the foot fetish community is odd. And he was like, fuck you, you have no idea. I'm like, sir, be you, do yourself. Have all the fetishes you want, and I like how now we just got 50 views from showing my feet. You know what? Here, we're going for 100. We're going for 100. Hi. Yes. Yes. Look at these toes. How about these toes? Yes.
This is exactly how you cure a hangover.
No, it's not. You're dying right now. You're like, God, is it 10:45 yet? I'm so done. You're like, how much longer?
Actually, no, the only thing is the house, I just got into the house and we haven't had the air on. So that's why I look like I'm
oh, you're in a sauna? Yeah.
I'm in a sauna, yes. But this is good. This will get out all the alcohol. It's great.
Well, I also wanted, so, over the weekend, my husband and I, were helping my mother-in-law, right? So we were cleaning out, her pantry and going through stuff.
Oh, this should be good.
Oh my God, my mother-in-law and husband are the same. They're sentimentally tied to everything, in the house.
Can't get rid of anything.
Not a ding-a-dang thing. I mean, honestly, you probably saw it on my IG story, right? There was a crepe maker. There's a Lazy Susie. Who still has a Lazy Susie in their house?
Okay, hello. This is the best appliance to ever live.
A Lazy Susie? Who needs one? That was when people were malnourished and then your arms didn't grow beyond a foot. Who can't stand up and reach across the table for some ketchup?
It's a conveyor belt right at your table. I use it for cheese boards. I think we have about 5 Lazy Susans here.
What are we at, Tyson's Mall, where they ship around the sushi? For God's sakes, get up and get the relish. Who needs a Lazy Susie?
Yeah, we need one of those. I love them. I think they come in handy.
Okay, well, anyway, we couldn't get rid of the Lazy Susie. We had old ashtrays that we had to keep for sentimental value. And then my husband pulls this out, okay? This is what he used to make his Kool-Aid in 1983. And he wants to save this for our kids so he can make them high C or Kool-Aid in this thing. I'm saying to myself, Dan, this is riddled with BPA. No kids drink out of plastic anymore. They could be poisoned in a second. And he wants to save this for when we have our baby so he can sentimentally make the baby Kool-Aid in this.
Okay, here's a thought. Save the bicycle, okay? But don't save a plastic container. What is this? This is a family heirloom.
This is
the Kool-Aid maker.
I'm like, baby, everybody uses glass now. Do people even make Kool-Aid anymore? Old school Kool-Aid? I don't even think people do.
I'm sure people still make Kool-Aid. I used to make, remember the emergency, or no, not the high C. It came in it was like an orange orangutan on the box.
Is that what? Okay. No, I never drank any of that.
It's basically sugared down like orange juice, but delicious.
He opened it up yesterday. He was like, oh, it smells like when I was 9. I go,
brings me back.
It's trash. And Dan and his mom were so upset. They were like, oh my God, this has so much sentimental value. I'm like, are you kidding?
Okay. Now explain to me how the wok machine has sentimental value. Now, what is a wok?
Oh my God. We found a 30-year-old wok that hasn't been, I don't even know. Do people even use a wok anymore?
I've never heard of, what is that?
Well, it's just I think you make, don't you make stir fry in it? It's really good for stir fry because you can shake up the vegetables and they sort of they kind of go up on the sides and then they spin back in,
Yes.
It distributes the heat correctly, right? Or something.
Uh-huh.
I'm going with, I'm just jumping around here. So anyway, he finds that. And now people are hitting me up on IG wanting to know if he'll do a cooking demonstration in the 30-year-old wok. I'm like, you guys, I'm trying to clean out the knickknacks. But I realized it's Tang. Yeah, my husband made Tang in this. He wants to save this as a sentimental gift that we can make our children. I'm like, first of all, we're not going to give our kids Kool-Aid. They don't drink that. They drink all natural, no chemical, no dye juices.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Dan is allowing this because that's a super, super high fructose corn syrup drink, and he's all against that.
He is all against it. Well, he wants to save it for sentimental value. So here it is.
Wow. Put on Raven fruit juice or something. Label that.
Oh my God. Raven Tang.
Raven Tang.
The Raven Tang. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. So anyway.
Oh my God.
I don't know. The wok has just been there. I don't think it's been used. I said to him, I don't even dare plug it in after 30 years because it will probably electrocute us all. And
now, it's not even just a pan. It's actually an appliance you plug into the wall. It gets hot, and then you mix around some vegetables.
Then you put in some sesame seed oil. Then you toss in the veggies. Then you toss in the noodles with it.
and you toss it all together. And people want him to do recipes, cooking with Schman via the 30-year-old walk. Great. You guys want to see the part where it catches on fire or like the beginning? Because like, I mean, what? So we'll show it.
Okay. Yeah. So the consensus is we want views. We'll show it.
Yeah. I was like, let's do a demonstration. You know what? There's a vlog. Fine. People want to see it. There's our Patreon for the month of July. We'll cook in the 30-year-old walk. Okay. Yeah.
This is a 30-year-old walk. You should put that on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly. So we have a ton of people on our live. Hi to David. Hi to Andre, Lorna, Ashley. Al is up. You guys, good morning. Hope you had a nice holiday weekend. A lot of people want us to talk about Free Britney. David says, how can you be over #Free Britney when it's a matter of life and death? David, I'm going to be really honest. Here's my theory. Okay. I spent way too much time this weekend watching TikTok videos about Free Britney and reading Free Britney. And that hashtag has been around for a while. I think 2017 or 18 it started. Here's my thing. What I feel terrible about, and we've obviously made fun of Britney many times on the show. And I was thinking about this because a couple of years ago when I was with 107.3, we actually went to Vegas and interviewed Britney. And Britney does have a handler. She does. And wow. Mel was like the biggest fan of Britney. And she has a handler. Oh my God. And David will know because David's probably an Uber fan. Larry, oh my God, who used to be her longtime famous Hollywood manager. He stands right by her while she does the interview.
Yes.
But she was very sweet and she comes off a lot more coherent. Now, again, this would have been maybe 2014. So she's she was very coherent when I met her. But my thing is this, I feel like this hashtag is it's just ridiculous now to the point that we have no idea what really goes on in Britney Spears' life. All we see is the TikTok videos that she makes where she's expressing herself or people think that she's not okay. But my thing is, because people want the conservatorship lifted, how do we know the conservatorship isn't saving her life? Clearly, we don't know her. We don't live with her. People make all these assumptions. And it's like, to me, I'm so over it. It's like her family is making the best decision. We don't believe that. We really think that Jamie Spears is holding her hostage for what? I mean, honest to God, like, okay. We think, what's he doing with all the money? He lives in Louisiana on some, alligator farm, for God's sakes, with 18 four-wheelers. Who cares? He's doing the best he can for her.
I don't know, but she takes so much medication. She has no control over anything in her life.
Okay, do we remember when she lost her mind, shaved her head, and then drove with her baby in the front seat of her Mini Cooper? The medication is getting to her a place where she's like, leveled out. I'm just so over it. It's like we all make assumptions and we do this on this show. And I've been certainly guilty of it in the past, but it's like enough already. The fact this was fucking trending all weekend long. We have no idea about her life. Her family's doing the best they can. Really? Really? We think she's like being held hostage so much.
Well, what gets me is they allow her to post these videos of her dancing. And I guess they're not hurting anybody. So it's entertainment for us all. But if she's not allowed to do anything, why is she twirling around with flowers on Instagram?
Because I think it's like her way of releasing and connecting to her audience. I really do. Okay. And that is probably where she's at mentally. Here's my thing. Most of us, everybody wants that dream, right? Starting at 8 years old. When was she on Disney Club? When did she and Justin Timberlake, they all get it? Ryan Gosling, they all got in Disney Club, when they were 8? Here's the thing. Most of us, try to act. That's our dream. We're in Jesus Christ Superstar twice in 8th grade. And then our, computer teacher or like our drama teacher goes, have you thought about computer science? I mean, this chick, can you imagine this chick, right? She actually goes to do Jesus Christ Superstar and they're like, oh my God, this girl's got it, right?
We love you. Yes.
This poor thing has been schlepped down on a stage since she was 8 years old. Cut the woman a break and her family too. This is like the best that this woman is going to get. She has had to grow up in front of the spotlight. Now she's still being tortured as she heads towards 40. I mean, I feel like people, it's so awful. It's like what they did to Whitney Houston. It's like people are not going to give up on this goddamn hashtag Free Britney until she's dead. Leave the woman alone and her family too. I actually believe Jamie Spears and the mom is doing the best thing. And her sister, it's like, my God, I mean, what do you guys want? You want her back? You want her back off her medications to do what? So she can flash her coochie to you every 10 minutes outside of, some nightclub in LA? Leave her alone.
I'm loving this rant right now. I think you have made a lot of good points. You're heated.
That guy that did leave Britney alone.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? That video has never rung truer than today. And that poor man is out being a porn star as well, selling his butthole for 5 cents.
Are you sure?
Yes. Didn't he turn to porn? Okay. Everybody online will know right now. You guys, the guy who did Free Britney, didn't he become a porn star? Okay.
I feel like he just does like shout outs now, but maybe he does. Maybe he's a porn star and he went into that business.
And Kevin Federline, you know, for all the grief for men. But you know what? He's turned out to be a pretty decent father. He remarried, I think that woman, I don't know, he said it like a long time. I'm losing some of the facts. You guys are probably better. But K-Fed's turned out to be a good father, you know? And it's like, and I think they're probably saving as much money as they can for those boys, because poor Britney's sons, they're going to be tortured forever. So thank God they've got $100 million so they can buy a place in Louisiana with 10,000 alligators and have some privacy.
That's who I really feel bad for, is just the kids, because they had no choice in the matter. They're like, oh, our mom is Britney Spears.
Well, I'm about to start some shit on TikTok today because I'm going to do this enough with the Free Britney. And then all these people on TikTok are going to be like, fuck you, you're too old to be on here. You're so old. No, get ready. You know what? You're about to see this old sagging face left and right on your TikTok because I'm done with this Free Britney thing. And like, and the amount of time people go to the conspiracies, it's so stupid. It's like, guys, what if this is actually helping her? You guys are going to create such a fuss. Then what?
What do you think her boyfriend deals with? I mean, dating Britney Spears, he's not allowed to get married because she can't get married under the conservatorship. He's just around for the ride.
Okay, who on here has dated someone bipolar? Because I'm not a doctor, but we all know she's obviously wrestling with some mental health issues, right?
Right.
I am making a very naive assumption that she's probably bipolar or somewhere along that line. So many people who are watching or listening have probably dated somebody who struggles with a mental illness. What I think it's like to date her is some days she's really clear and then other days she's probably not, you know? And so you have to manage the highs and lows. Who knows? Maybe he's bipolar too and they connect. I don't know, but I'm tired of you fucking putting Free Britney all over Twitter. Leave her alone, and her boyfriend too. They're obviously happy.
She's not going to see any of it though. That's the other thing. She'll never see the comments.
I hope she's living in a complete Truman Show where they've talked to Tim Cook and then everything is just like, Britney, I love you so much, girl. Like she has her own phone. She goes outside. Everyone's like, girl, you did a great job on that dance. I hope that's the way she's living. Because this woman has given her heart and soul. My God, she's gotten out there. She's done every song. The poor thing has had to wear latex half her life. I mean, the least we could do is just support who she is. But no.
Let her wear some Softy shorts rolled up. I know how comfy those are.
And you know what else drives me nuts? I feel like we're in an era, right? You can't make fun of anybody. Okay, we've taken away making fun of everyone, but yet it's somehow okay to still make fun of her. Like, it's like the one thing we can all get on. Her and Ghislaine Maxwell or whatever. That
Jesus. All right, well, what
with Jeffrey Epstein. You know, it's like they're the only two people left that you can completely make fun of. Everybody else is like, stop making fun of them. You're so mean. You're so mean.
Maxwell, I'm 100% on board with. I'll make fun of her till I'm blue in the face.
Anyway, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm just so over people like taking the time. It's like, take the time and read a goddamn book instead of doing a whole, detailed thing of how you think she's being held captive. She's living in her mansion with her Sam's Club furniture. Leave the bitch alone. Okay. She likes it. That's it.
Half of her gym burned down. Deal with it. She's getting it fixed.
She lit some Yankee candles like we all have and then left them. Okay. And unfortunately the drapes caught on fire. Big deal.
One thing led to another and here we are. So anyway.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, wait, reenact her when she goes, thank you to the gay LGBTQ community. I've had the best nights of my life. Do it.
You guys have given me the best days of my life. I've had the best nights because of you. LGBT community, I love you. And now I'm going to do some squats. And that's all I have.
I want to give Britney a hug. You know what that woman needs? A fucking hug from the universe. Instead of every asshole out there breaking, and all these fucks on Twitter who are like doing the breakdown of how Jamie Spears is holding her hostage are all the same assholes that come for anybody who fucks up and make a mistake. Fuck all of you. I can't, she needs a hug. Hashtag give Britney a hug. That's what she needs. We all should be going to her mansion, with our Sam's Club cards and giving that woman a hug outside and saying, you know what? You are who you are. I pray that you have wonderful mental health. Thank God for your dad and family who didn't want you to die in 2009 when you were shaving your head and everybody was taking advantage of you. But instead, no, Free Britney. You have all these conspiracies that she's in a basement at Comet Pizza.
No, truly, she's not. She's living her life, her best life. I always imagine what it's like to just, I don't know, meet celebrities, post their huge fame life, and now Britney just has to be real with the reality.
It's like a blessing and a curse. They hate it. I met her in real life. She's as sweet as can be. And you know what the saddest part is? I actually think she and her family were so sweet. They've completely been taken advantage of. It's like Justin Bieber.
The poor guy, the only release he had was to cover his entire body with tattoos. I mean, you know, it's like they're just so taken advantage of. It's like Whitney Houston. The poor woman couldn't go anywhere without somebody wanting something from her. And Britney's the same person.
The same. She's going through the same thing. So hashtag give Britney a hug.
Hashtag give Britney a hug and shut the fuck up. Okay, well, I probably ought to log on. Let's thank a couple of our sponsors. People have all kinds of things. Danny's on here. Danny says, I think if the fan base is teens, then they will be really vocal and annoying when you make fun of their celebrity. But if the fan base is grown as adults, like in Britney's fan base, then they can take a joke. Well, I hope so. She needs a BBD, not a BBC. What's that? Okay. What's going on? What's going to be sad is when it comes out as true. You are very uninformed and it's clear as day. Okay, Derek, what are we missing? Enlighten us. Because only guess, do you know the Spears family? Okay. Derek, better yet. I'm sure you are some sort of, let's see, are you a therapist? Are you a licensed psychoanalyst? Let's see, are you certified or a doctor of any kind? You're not? Shocking, but you can't wait to tell everybody about Free Britney. Derek, enlighten us all. I can't wait. So is Britney okay? I'm not informed enough on this. Are you saying she is in control of her life? No, I'm saying that she's not in control of your life. I'm saying that if you had been pimped out as a celebrity since you were 8 years old and somebody wanted shit from you since the time that you couldn't even like form and spell your name, no, she's not okay. But I'm saying that probably what's happening is her family has realized if they want her to be alive, the way that they're taking care of her is probably the best way to do that because we have no idea. We have no idea. Guess what? We don't live with her. We don't know her personally. We don't know her lawyer. We don't know her dad, Jamie Spears, who all these years has probably done the best he could, and the mom too. But everybody acts like they know her. No, I'm a radio DJ with an opinion. Oh, well, we all are. Join the club. Welcome, Dr. Derek Dobson. Anyhow, all right.
Oh boy, what a day, everyone.
Okay, you know what? The best way to support this show is to frequent our sponsors. That's what we really love.
And Sarah, allow.
Well, you know what, Clay? You can hop onto my TikTok later and you can address all the people who will have a huge issue with me, I'm sure, because I've had it. I can't stand it all weekend long. That was what's trending.
Really? I think that's what you're mad at, is that we can be putting our attention and efforts in another way, like the Black Lives Matter movement, defunding the police. Instead, we're talking about Britney and her Softy shorts doing twirls.
Well, also, no, I'm upset that I feel like people have no idea. And when you read all the theories that they've gone into, it's like the comment, it's like Pizzagate, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's completely unfounded. That's what bothers me. That's what fires me up. And it's like, has anyone ever stopped to think, what if this is the best option for her? Nobody ever asked that question. What if this is all Britney is capable of giving? What if this is Britney healthy? Have we ever asked that question? That's all I'm proposing. I like other people's opinions. We give our opinion. Believe me, we fire off inaccuracies 24/7 on our platforms. But I'm just like, has anyone proposed a different side? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And you know, Dr. Derek Dobson, you can debate me. You may, and I, you know what? And I need to listen to you because maybe you do know something that I don't know. I'm coming back around.
Coming back around, everyone.
All right. You know what? If you're fired up like us, sometimes you need a alcoholic beverage to take the edge off. I could use a White Claw. How about having it delivered right to your door? Like Uber? Yeah, only for alcohol. Well, that's what Saucy does. SAUCEY. You can download the app on Google and on Apple iTunes. SAUCEY, right? Where's that?
Yes, hey,
Max, when you add an E, oh, perfect. You guys are the best. Saucy.com. Right now, you can use code Hey Frase, all one word, lowercase, HEYFRASE for $10 off your delivery. Now, guess what? They are going to they're going to check your ID when they come to the door. They deliver in major cities all across the country, from Washington, D.C. to Austin, Texas. Yay! Shout out Saucy.com. They have a wide variety of everything from liquors to White Claws. Then they have mixers too. So if you like a vodka tonic, boom, they got you. You can order all of that. Go to Saucy.com. You can order from their website, or like we said, download the app and use code HeyFrase for $10 off your first order. Also, we always love supporting other podcasters, and we continue to offer our great rates. So if you are interested in advertising with us, you can hit me up, Sarah at heyfrase.com. Like Good Friends Wine Together podcast did. They're friends with AJ. They're a new podcast in our rotation, and we love them. It's a comedy podcast where you pour yourself a glass of wine or your favorite cocktail, and no topic is off limit. We know how that is. We describe it as a virtual girls' night out or night in. Good Friends Wine Together is all about feel-good time that you get with two of your best friends, sitting down and having a glass of wine together, talking about new things, old things, and everything in between, but most importantly, laughing together. We want to put a smile on people's faces, even during these dark times. And they put out new episodes bi-weekly. You guys support another fellow podcaster. Go check out Good Friends Wine Together. That's where you can find them on Instagram at Good Friends Wine Together. Facebook, it's Good Friends Wine Together. And Twitter, it's GFWT Podcast. Boom! It's all right there. So we love that. All right, look, I know we've got a big interview coming up hopefully later today, so we have to like sort of wrap it up. Everybody wants to talk about Britney Spears. Let's see what Justin has to say. Justin, Britney needs help. There is a restraining order against her father, who is her conservator. The doctor that was to give an evaluation of her mental state committed suicide a week before deposition. This is all real. Look it up. We're talking about a $200 million fortune. So, but Justin, my question to you is, what does her father, so you feel like her dad is doing this all for the benefit of $200 million. And then had what? Had the mental state or the doctor killed what? To hold on to the $200 million? I'm just like that. What do you think like the parents benefit from having a doctor killed where then they could go to jail?
So they want the fortune is what you're saying. You're saying that the parents are.
I think they're trying to keep their daughter alive, who now has two children.
Right.
Who, is considered one of the greatest, performers in modern history. I think they're trying to manage her the best way they can. And my guess is, again, none of us know them, obviously, personally, is that they feel like if she didn't have the conservatorship, to me, why they have the conservatorship is not because Britney can't handle it, but because people want to take advantage of Britney all the time, which to me is that hashtag. It's why everybody reposts videos of her. It's why we feel justified to make fun of her, because the conservatorship is the only protection that they have to give that money to her.
Right.
To give that money to her children, to give that money to her children's children. It doesn't make any sense to me why Jamie Spears and the mother would have a doctor killed. But if she controlled her own life, how long until you have some of the guys that she dated that we all followed for years take advantage of her, sign over her money to them? It's like, especially if mentally she's not strong enough to make these decisions.
She's not equipped mentally to handle everything. Like that everything is going to come at her. I just don't think she's ready for that. So that's why there's a conservatorship in place.
I agree. 110%. I totally agree. Anyway, we can keep debating. Maybe you guys have more information. Okay, wait, I want to hit what other stories? RIP Nick Cordero. We talked about that. Really sad. Very, very sad. After 93 days of battling the coronavirus, the Broadway star lost his life. That was so sad to follow. And his wife gave unbelievable updates like every single day. She said he died surrounded by friends and family singing to him. This came even after he had his leg amputated.
Yeah, it was so sad. And there was a time when he was getting better and we all thought he was going to come out of it.
Right.
And that's the saddest part. Yeah.
Semen smoothies could be the secret to not only having perfect skin, but warding off coronavirus. Now, would you ever drink a semen smoothie to not get corona?
Are you literally crazy? That sounds disgusting. When you sent me this, I said, no. I said, oh my God. I had to explain to Schmiggy the consistency of semen because a lot of men, they'll never know, unless they're trying their own. I don't know.
So this woman is out of the UK. She says for 3 years, she's never gotten a cold. She's never gotten sick. I don't know how a cold equates to coronavirus, but sure. Okay. And she says that she will put her man's semen. She's not putting his name out there because he doesn't want his name out there. She's putting her man's semen in ice cubes. She freezes up and then she puts them into a blender in a smoothie.
She's like, you can't even taste it when you mix it with other berries. I'm like, honey. Okay. Then we unpack the story, right? We unpack the story. We find out that she's in a long distance relationship. Do you think this is just a sick way of feeling close to her man and just like ingesting him, basically blowing him pretty much every morning?
I actually wanted to do this. I really wanted us to try this. I know. But then every time I think about it, I start gagging a little in my mouth. But I'm going to tell you this. Sure, her skin and body looks fantastic.
Okay, it's airbrushed. Anybody could look great in a photo.
Don't you dare tell me it's airbrushed. Do you think this is face tuned?
Yes. I mean, I don't know. She looks great. I'm not putting that away from her. Her tits do look very perky and fake. Not a bad thing. They look great.
You know what? You're right. Maybe it's a lot of Botox. Anyway, her skin looks great. And she says that no problems with coronavirus. Now, of course, WHO and NHS has said that there's absolutely no proof of any of this. You don't say.
Yeah. She's like, no, I'm just getting all the nutrients that's in my man's sperm. Okay. Right. Okay.
When Dr. Fauci comes on this show, we're going to ask him if there, currently, at NIH, are any semen smoothies underway for analysis?
I just don't understand. I mean, this cannot taste good. It probably just tastes like a smoothie, but she really thinks this is helping her. This is like the woman that eats urine. She's like, I've been drinking my urine for 30 years and nothing ever happens. I'm like, okay.
Well, I will say this, urine is totally pure. Like urine, when urine first comes out, like you can, yeah. And we all saw Bear Grylls drink elephant urine to stay alive. And then he went to the Four Seasons Hotel and stayed the night. But regardless, he did.
This cracks me up. And then she says she has to it's like almost like he is providing milk for her, like she's a baby, because she goes, he has to be prepared to fully provide all the semen that I need before he leaves. Okay, so he jacks off 15 times, and then he goes away because they're a long distance relationship, and then every day she has a little
She says it's like, drinking it or eating the placenta after you give birth.
Okay. You don't know this man. He's not like a savior. He's not a fountain of youth.
I'm like, I don't know. I bet a lot of people on here have eaten their placenta too, but I'm like,
oh yeah, that's a normal. Kourtney Kardashian.
Oh, that's normal. Oh, that one's okay for you. Like, okay, that's
coming from your own body. That's like
so does semen naturally.
Her boyfriend's body.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It has nothing to do with her benefits. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a crackpot. I feel like she did this for actually attention. That's what I think.
She probably did. Anyway, look, I'm out of here. Okay, I've had enough.
Sarah's pissed.
Yeah, and what's that song that Britney did? I'm tired of all the rumors starting.
That's Lindsay Lohan called Rumors.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of being followed. I'm tired of rumors.
Why don't we do that? I'm tired of all the conspiracies followed. I'm redoing it.
Please do.
I'm going to redo that. Can we change topics since it's our lunchtime?
Agreed.
Well,
splooge smoothie. Oh my God.
I love that our listeners feel like, again, they can ask us and tell us anything, right? It's like the woman that keeps messaging me about my gum surgery and wants before and after pictures. Claire, I have nothing else to do but get you before and after pictures. Like, okay. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Okay, I really want to keep trolling people. You're a flop, girl. Can't even tell reality from conspiracies. Oh my God, David. Well, what can I say? David, write in here. How do you know Britney Spears? How do you know one of her doctors? How do you know Jamie Spears? I want to know. Aside from what you've read on the internet, because we all know that's true.
It's hard to dig out the weeds of what's true, what's false.
Piece of me is Britney. Well, I mean, look, there are still people that believe that Comet Pizza thing is real. There's still people that
now that to me is crazy. Well, okay, TikTok is spreading a lot of things. It's good for a lot of things, but I also learned a lot of conspiracies on TikTok that I would have never heard about anywhere else.
Because they're not true. But people love reading about the conspiracies because they love feeling. It's like when they just released all the JFK records and there was no big conspiracy. People are so upset. And then all of a sudden you don't hear about it when it's like actual government fact that's put out because people feel like the government's always against us. Meanwhile, it's like, don't all of our parents work for the government? Okay, so we're just what? They're going to work and then conspiring against their own kids. It doesn't make any sense, but it gives people something to do. I like angry Sarah, Paul says. Well, okay. I read the court documents. You should do that too, instead of reading flop articles. David, do you think they released all the court documents to the public? Of course not.
Okay.
I'm exhausted. David, I'm exhausted.
We're exhausted. We just want the best for Britney, right? And maybe this is the best for her. We don't know.
I'm just honestly, # give Britney a hug. We all should go to her house and just sing like Toxic outside her house and just open up our arms and give her a hug. Maybe she's good. That's all I'm saying.
She should do workout classes in her backyard and you have to pay an absorbent amount of money to go work out.
Yeah. People are trolling now. Free Britney. Free Britney. I'm going to be the last comment on here. Free Britney.
There it is, Jenny. Free Britney.
Oh my God. Anyway, enough.
Okay, we're out of here. Guys, look, be sure to tell somebody about the podcast. Today's a great day because I'm sure everybody will be fired up. Hey Frase Podcast, you can find new episodes. We do them almost daily, but we are heading into vacation mode. So we're doing a new show for you today and on Wednesday. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere that podcasts are released. Just search Hey Frase Podcast. We'll give you a new episode on Wednesday. If you want to continue this conversation, look, I'm fired up about Britney because all I'm saying is maybe we ought to propose that what her family is doing is the best thing for her. But as much as I joke, I always love, send me articles that you think I should read. I love a heated debate. But normally I'm wrong. So, I'm sure she's probably being kidnapped or whatever right now on a pizza and I'll take all this back. But you know what? Guess what? That's what a show does. So you can send me stuff. Leave it in the comments. We love you guys. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye.